Welcome and thank you for joining. Today we'll be testing Eset's new version 15 for Internet Security Home Edition. As you guys can see with the new welcome screen, they have changed the My Eset to Eset Home, better network inspector, and they have added that they've won a 2020 awards from AV Lab. New features are improved ransomware shield, exploit blocker, heaps, and banking payment protection. And they have a better improvement for automatic protection when accessing web-based crypto wallets. Okay, so these are all the new features and improvements. So today we'll be testing and checking it out and see how well the new version 15 works. In our version 14 there were a couple of mixed results, but the majority of the time Eset did not really do that well. So hopefully the new version 15 will make a good comeback. Let's have a look see at all the new settings, or if there's anything new. So let's open up Eset. Okay, so detection engine, we have left everything on aggressive for reporting and for protection, because we want to see the best that we can get out of Eset. As you guys can see, I just want to make a exclusion for our script while we're at it. Okay, so that is also added. Under real-time file system protection, you guys will see that everything here is enabled, as well as everything here. Okay, we're going to move to cloud-based. Everything is enabled. Submit samples are enabled as well. Malware scans, we left everything there on default. Under HIPs, everything here is enabled as well. So we've got our deep behavior inspection, and the ransomware shield is also enabled, and HIPs we set to automatic mode, so we're leaving it on automatic mode. Network protection, guys will see everything is enabled. Firewall, etc. Okay, so that's about it for the user settings. Okay, so we've added the exclusion. Okay, so guys will see it's the new version 15. Let's just maybe make sure there's new updates. Okay, while we wait for that, we have 1,025 of our latest malware samples. The majority of the malware in here is nothing more than a day old, so a lot of them are a couple of hours old, so extremely new malware. Okay, it says it was up to date. As you guys will see, also it doesn't say My Eset, it now says Eset Home. Okay, let's pause the protection quickly for 10 minutes. Okay, let's quickly do the malware extraction. While we wait for that, let's open up Process Explorer and Task Manager. Okay, so the malware is extracted. 1,023 samples are in here. Okay guys, so I think it's time to test Eset. Okay, real-time protection is enabled, it's happy, it's updated, all the modules are enabled, everything seems fine, good to go. And obviously Eset is already picking up malware in our folder, so I think let's start the test before Eset quarantines the majority of them. Okay, so we're launching the malware. Let's give Eset some chance to look at blocking all the malware. We'll have a look at what's running in memory and processors, and if there's anything happening or anything interesting, I'll show you guys. But let's give Eset, or our friendly little robot, a chance to block the malware. Okay, so we're back. There was some malware that was asking for UIC, and I said allow, but as you guys can see, the machine wanted to restart, and we have a couple of malware thingies open here. Just trying to get it all closed. There was a couple of malware open, and that was currently running, but obviously it wanted to restart, so I'm just gonna restart it. I'm not sure if it's Eset or malware, so whatever wanted to restart, I'm gonna allow it, because that will be the real world. So I'm restarting it. As soon as it's back up and running, I'll look for funny startups, I'll point it out to you guys, and I'll continue the test. Okay, and we're back. The machine is finally up and running. Just want to have a look. There's nothing funny of startup. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with the testing. Doesn't seem like there's anything funny starting up. Just put that there. Let's see if anything is running. Okay, so it seems to be clean. That's good. Okay, guys, I'm continuing the testing. If anything interesting happens, I'll let you guys know. Hey guys, okay, so it's happening again. I'm suspecting it's one of the malware I'm executing that is causing the machine to restart, which is a bit of a pain. Just trying to get all of this closed. So, I'm not going to restart the machine. I think I've managed to stop it in time. Eset is still running, so I'm going to still continue the test, because I'm not sure which malware it is actually causing the restart, because I haven't actually made a note of it, because it happens too quickly. But there was other bunch of malware open, so currently we have this one running in memory. So yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure which malware is actually. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's restarting. I'm gonna wait for it, come back again, and continue the testing. Okay guys, so we're back up and running again. Eset is again asking to restart the machine to clean or to complete the cleaning process. So I'm gonna grant Eset that. So I'm gonna say restart now. When it's back up and running again, I'll let you guys know. Okay guys, I'm gonna try and execute malware again, because obviously there's an error message here. App data roaming might be Eset that blocked it. Just want to see if something is running in memory. Startup scan, let's see if we can stop that. I must say the VM does feel a little bit slower after the last restart. Seems like Java's enjoying itself on the disk. Check for updates quickly. Okay, I'm gonna try and execute the malware again. Hopefully it does not restart again, because it is delaying the test. Seems like nothing is running. That's malicious. Let's just make sure there's no updates. Well, Eset is definitely enjoying itself on the disk. Don't think I've ever seen a high disk usage. Okay, so it seems like it's up to date. Okay, cool. I'm gonna run it again. If anything happens, I'll let you guys know. Hopefully it doesn't restart, and that we can continue the test. I think for now, instead of just allowing everything, I'm just gonna wait until everything opens up, until all the malware is open, up and running, and then I'll execute them one by one, trying to remember which malware it might have been that actually is causing the restart, and if it does happen again, I'll see if I can make a note of it. And Eset is restarting again, so this is getting quite a bit annoying, as I have no idea which malware is causing it. So my theory of letting everything open up before you actually close or execute anything seems to have failed. And malware, because I can't see that it's Eset actually causing the restart, it must be malware. Because normally Eset will either give you some sort of a warning to say, look, approve the restart, yay or nay, and I have not seen that. So as you guys can see, we still have a bunch of malware open or running. Let me just see if I can get to the desktop. Okay, so a bunch of other things. Okay, so we still have this thing with the IP address. Just want to see if I can get Process Explorer open, because we still have a bunch of malware that we still need to open up. Okay, let me try this quickly. Try that. There's not that many malware samples left, I think. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so 206 samples left, so somewhere one of them is causing this restart, and it's making the test a bit difficult. Okay, so we have that one running, we have this one running, that one. So we have quite a bit of memory malware still running, because obviously they are still open. I think if we close these ones, they might go away. Yeah, see, it wants to restart again. So yeah, I must say this is rather a bit annoying. Let me see if I can continue with the test. I'm going to see if I can get as much as out of this VM before I actually start with the third-party opinion scans. Okay guys, so yeah, as you guys can see there, we're facing a bit of problems, but nonetheless we'll continue. I'll try my best. If it keeps on restarting, and then I'm just going to leave it and then start the Eset scan. But let me just see if I can get some more malware executed. Maybe we're lucky, and then I'll let you guys know. So it seems like I've managed to get all the malware open and running. The script is finished. So whatever is left here, I'm going to try and close it. And let's just open up all these last zip files. Okay, I'm just is executed. Let's have a look, see what's in memory. I guess as you guys can see, quite a bit is open and running, but it might just be when we close them that they will start clearing out. Let's try that one. Seems like that one might be a bit stuck. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so it only seems like one zip is still running. This was the app that managed to install. I'm not sure which one it is, but there was an app that managed to install. Let's close that. So this one wants my IP address. We obviously got this thing open. I've seen this one before on the other test that I've done, so I've seen this one before. I don't know what this offline is. Let's close that. This seems like it wants to install. I'll let it install. That seems super legit. Access denied. This wants to install, so let's install it. Okay, seems like it might be blocked now, so ignore. Sorry guys, I know this is a bit tedious, but I just want to do this with you guys so that you guys can see it. I don't want to just rush through it. There might be some of you that might be interested in seeing this, so I'm just doing it. I think it's also when I closed a lot of these type of error messages, that's when the machine actually wanted to restart. So maybe before I close all of them. Can't seem to close this Eset pop-up. Still quite a bit running. Quite a bit of stuff in the startup, a lot more than what it was on default. I'm not sure if this machine is actually going to restart again, but let's see. Let's start closing all of these pop-ups. I think, yeah, that's Eset that blocked this website. Yeah, so it seems like it might be that one that wants to restart. Yeah, so it's definitely one of these ones. When we close the messages, it wants to restart the machine. Yeah, there again. Okay guys, I'm just going to go through all of this. I'm going to do a restart in any case, just to make sure that Eset is running correctly, in case one of the services might have been stopped now. So I'm just going to close all of this, and then I'm going to, okay, so now it seems like it's done. Okay, so let's do a quick restart, and then I'll start the scan of Eset, and then we'll take it from there. Eset wants to restart, so I'm gonna do it now. And it's restarting on its own. I did not even click restart. Okay, so it's restarting. Let's see what Eset is capable of doing. Then as soon as it's up and running, I'll start with the scans. Okay, so we're back. A couple of error messages here that I'm just trying to close. And Eset wants to restart again. I'm not going to restart it. I think we're just going to keep on restarting and restarting and restarting. During the test, Eset has restarted quite a couple of times. Okay, so I'm going to do a scan. It's busy with an update. It's blocking more threats. And let's just have a look at our documents in the meantime. Okay, it is a bit slow over here, but that's fine. It seems like our documents are still intact, but obviously we have these two batch files that are not supposed to be there. Our picture seems to be intact, so that's a good thing. Okay, so it doesn't seem like we have ransomware problems. That's good. Okay, so it's doing the update, and then I'll start the scan as soon as the update's finished. While we wait for that, let's see what Process Explorer has to say. Okay, so there's 197 left. Okay, so it seems like there's only one active malware running now, which is this one. Let's see what VirusTotal says about this. Okay, so ABG Avast, Komodo knows about it. Okay, so Eset's not on the list. So there's Eset, so it's not detected as of yet. Maybe the signatures it's installing now might be aware of it, but let's give the signatures a chance, and then I'll start the scan. As soon as the scan is done, I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so Eset managed only to find two malware that was in the malware folder, so I'm just applying it. It's now trying to scan the D drive, but there's not going to be anything on there, so I'm just waiting for the scan to finish. Seems like only two malware fragments were found, so as soon as this is done, show you guys the results again, and then start with the third-party opinion scans. Okay, so Eset found 77, it cleaned 74, so obviously three malware or three detections it was not able to clean, so it's fine, we gave it its chance. Now we're going to start with, see there's more malware pop-ups. Okay, so I'm going to start with Hetman Pro, then I'll do two more scans. When they all are done, I'll show you guys the results. And we're back. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at Process Explorer. As you guys can see, we have one active malware running. So far that seems to be the only one. That's just an office click to run, and that is that. Okay, so let's have a look at Hetman Pro. Okay, so that's obviously the app that installed. There's on the app data, then all of this seems to be malware extracted, and then on the Windows, and then obviously the tracking cookie, so it doesn't seem like that many. Norton Power Eraser. Also that same app, and also on the Windows, and then a couple of files in temp, and also on the app data roaming for MCsoft. Let's do it by location. So that same app again, that installed app data, then obviously all the malware on the desktop, and then the one under the Windows as well, that's also a Trojan. Now for Malwarebytes, let's do it by location. Okay, so here you can see under app data there's quite a bit. So Malwarebytes managed to pick up a bit more under app data. And let's keep going. Now it's the malware in the desktop folder. And we have a fake Skype, that same one on the Windows, and then 2 registry keys. Okay, so we still have this Java error. Let's have a look see at the startup. Okay, let's look on startup. Startup seems to be not that bad. There were a couple of more, but I think Eset managed to remove them. It's obviously only this one malware that's part of the startup. Okay, so I don't know what you guys thought about this. I've got mixed feelings about it. Eset didn't do that bad. It seems like version 15 is better than version 14, yes, because version 14 we tested and it didn't fare so well. Seems like version 15 is doing better. The only issues is obviously on the Windows, and then that one program that is installed, most probably can just uninstall it and it should be okay. Same with MCsoft, it's just that malware there, that volume 1, a couple of bit of under app data, but Malwarebytes seems to have found the most. I know Malwarebytes lists every infection as an individual infection, that's why the numbers tend to be higher in Malwarebytes, but the only 2 concerns is that it has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 registry entries that were modified. So there's a schedule task, another schedule. So obviously these things are set up to run at specific times, so this might cause the malware to be persistent. And then system32 under the sysvol 64, then the rest of it is the desktop, and then obviously a couple of things on the app data. So definitely not a clean slate for Eset. We did test quite a bit of malware, over 1,000 samples, so I can't really say Eset passed on this one, but I can't really say that Eset also failed. So for me it's mixed feelings. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. If you guys want us to do any more testing, let us know. If you guys are using the new Eset, for those of you who do like Eset, what are your thoughts, what are your comments about the results? But so far, again, I've got mixed results. I can't say yay or nay, but I think Eset can do better, and hopefully they will do better with more product version updates and definition updates. But I would say can't trust this machine. Rather safe than sorry, just to reload it. But thanks again guys, thank you for watching. We do really appreciate all the support and all the views. Please stay tuned for more uploads to come. We'll be testing more products, and until next time, we'll see you soon.